listening to the podcast that no one listens to with your host, Kevin Porter.
Anthony Hernandez, welcome back to the podcast that no one listens to. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Kevin?
It's fucking good, dude. It's
Happy to be back, man. It's good to be back.
I know, dude. I've been trying to like go to I've been trying to get more people to come back onto the podcast, dude. It's been a while since like I was doing a lot of solo podcasts over the last year. So yeah, man, I wanted I put together a short list of like people to like get back on here as like a, just like a recurring guest and stuff moving forward. And dude, you were on the top of the list, dude. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, I was like I was telling you off camera, man. I mean, I've been the only way like I've been keeping up with you, dude, is like through your podcast and whatnot. So, it's yeah, man, how's life been? How's everything going down there in Toppenish?
the crazy adventures, man. Our podcast has been going good. That's mainly really kind of what I do. Just our podcast. I haven't really been up to much else, man. I mean, went on a little vacation. I went to Vegas for a little bit, man. Things got kind of crazy over there. No, I mean, I'm just living, man, trying to survive. Everyone's getting sick right now. Fucking COVID is making a huge comeback.
It's probably a smart idea that we did this via Zoom then, dude. Because like this is the first Zoom podcast I've done in like, dude, it's been a long time since I've done a Zoom podcast.
Really?
Yeah, because I was doing them in person there for a little bit. And yeah, man, outside of that, it would just be like solo episodes. So I'd have like maybe somebody come out like once a month for like once a month, dude. I would just fucking roll with a guest on the podcast or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I stopped doing the Zooms there for a little bit. So I don't know, I was like, get more people in. That was like summertime and shit though.
I would prefer to do them in person, man, but it's just so crazy right now. And I live way out in the freaking boonies, bro. Like you live way out in the boonies on one end of the world, and I live in the boonies on the other end of the world,
Oh, I don't blame you, dude. Yeah, man. Like you coming up here, dude, is like definitely at least an hour here and then like an hour back, dude. Like straight up.
1 hour drive for me.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's down there in Toppenish, dude. And like I'll go. We have it timed out between our houses. It's a 45-minute drive. He's like halfway between Wapato and Toppenish and stuff. So it's like we always trade off, dude. It's like, okay, I'll go to your house, then he goes to my house, and like we do shit like that. So shout out.
Like my address, like I have a Toppenish address, but I'm like way out in the country where I'm like a 15 to 20 minute drive into town, like to the casino from where I'm at. So even though it's Toppenish, like it's way the fuck out in Toppenish country, you know what I mean? So it is easily an hour to your place.
Dude, I know. It's nice out there though, man. I mean, like the only time I ever get to go down there, obviously, is like when I see my buddy. But like, just driving down to like Portland or whatever, and going over Sadie, it's like, I don't know. I always enjoy that drive a lot.
Yeah. Beautiful. And actually, so like when you're going on the pass, dude, that's like the last road. Like after you pass the way station, about to start up the hill up Sadie's Pass, there's a road called Pump House Road.
Okay.
And I live on that road, but you would turn down Pump House right there and then go down like another 8 miles west.
I gotcha. Yeah. I think Brandon kind of described it to me once because he told me some stories about hanging out with you out there, and he's like,
Brandon did come out here, dude, and it's way out here. Yeah, dude, it was awesome when Brandon came out here. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, I remember on your guys' podcast, you guys didn't you guys talk about? Oh no, he talked about me on mushrooms. I don't know. I remember listening to your to your solo podcast when you had Brandon on there, dude, and that was captivating. That was some captivating listening right there.
So I did about 5 episodes of that podcast, and then it just kind of fell off because I don't know. It was kind of hard keeping up with Killing Time and then with trying to start a solo one. But
for sure, I
think for 2022, I would like to start it up again.
Dude, that's what's up, dude. Hell yeah, you should.
Yeah, because it was a lot of fun. It was cool. And I need to have like a follow-up episode with Brandon, man, because we have a whole. There's more. I have so many questions for him.
Dude, I did an episode with Brandon here, I don't know, probably about a month or two ago, and like it straight up got pulled off fucking YouTube, dude.
No way.
Within 3 hours, dude, we got hit with like that, all that bullshit about us. Like, I forget exactly what the email said, but it was just like basically like, fake saying what we were talking about was like fake news and shit. And like the fucked up part was, dude, is like we talked about COVID a little bit, and like, but we like both of us were very adamant that COVID is a real fucking thing. And like, I don't know, we said it here and there, but like, it wasn't like, if you listen to the episode, cause it's still up on our like Spotify and stuff, like it really wasn't that controversial in regards to what we said about COVID, but we talked a lot about like Illuminati shit, dude, and like New World Order.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The real conspiracy of like what's going on and like shit like that. And then he was talking about going interdimensional and shit. So like, yeah, we sort of got pulled off with him. Like I literally uploaded at night at like 10 o'clock at night and went to bed, got up in the morning and checked my email and it was fucking pulled, dude. I was like, fuck.
Like how do they monitor that shit? How do they like?
It's robots, it's AI, it's algorithm. Like they just search for like, I've learned since when it comes to talking about stuff like that. Yeah, you got to like use code word. You got to go code. Because they just have this thing that scans it, dude. It's like whenever you upload something, it gets hit with a copyright. If you're uploading something with like, a copyright or whatever, like it's just AI, dude. That's all it is. So
they don't have like a warehouse full of just dudes just sitting there listening to podcasts and shit. Like this guy, take him down, take these fuckers down now.
I don't think so. I mean, that's a good question. I think that there definitely has to be people that manually, monitor it. But like in terms of like, I think like because due to the large scale of like the amount of people that are using that, website, I think they definitely they rely on keywords. So you just like, you got to kind of get around it, I guess. Like,
I see.
Like, I don't know. I'm able to get around like copyrights on my, that video rental chaos show I do just cause like I do short clips and I don't use the audio. It never picks up on it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then people
I watch these.
Go ahead.
Oh no. I was just thinking like online, like I see people online, I watch their videos, even like on Facebook, like people do like live auctions and shit like that. And the first thing they always say, like even just regular people like me and you, and then they're just like, yeah, hi, welcome. Also, I don't own the rights to the music you hear in the background. Like everyone gives these disclaimers, and it's like kind of silly because obviously I don't fucking expect anybody to own any fucking music that's playing in the background, like some fucking Michael Jackson or some shit playing in the background. Like, yeah. Also, I do own the rights to this, just in case you're wondering. Like, so somebody's definitely listening. You know what I mean? To pull shit down.
Yeah, dude, I've been using a lot of like non-copyrighted music. Like if you look up, I forget the name of it, but like there's a specific name for people that put out just like, it's like, I guess it's just non-copyrighted music or whatever, I guess is what you call it. There's a specific name for it. But like, I don't know, do you just shout them out in your show notes or whatever, and they just let you use whatever? Like my opening, that's all like just, non-copyrighted music. And same with like pretty much for the most part, everything that I use, except for like the closing that I use for the podcast. It's like it's a song called Nightmare, and it's the end credit song for A Nightmare on Elm Street by his band 13. And the thing is, dude, like that is literally the only song that like I can find from these dudes from back in like the 1980s. So every time I upload it, dude, it never gets hit for copyright. So I'm like, I'm just gonna use it for my ending credits every time.
Yeah.
Dude.
Fuck it. No one even knows. Like these dudes aren't even around anymore. Yeah, no one's gonna.
One day I just get a fucking lawsuit, just in the mail, dude. Some papers there. It's like, hey man, you're getting pretty fucking famous out there, dude. We want some royalties on that.
Yeah, your shit blows up. Yeah. When this becomes the podcast that everyone listens to.
Yep. I'm just waiting to fucking change that name, Anthony. I've got the copyright there, dude. I got the copyright right on it, dude. I'm like just waiting for it.
It's gonna happen, man.
Yeah, dude, shit's going good, man. I'm doing all right, man. I'm not pulling in, killing time numbers or anything, but I'm doing okay for myself these days.
Good, man. That's good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, killing time numbers. I mean, I don't know.
You're a popular guy, Anthony. Don't sell yourself short, buddy. Like a lot of people. It's awesome.
What was really funny, man, is like I said, I went to Vegas a few weeks ago, and I got just hammered, right? I got freaking trashed, and I met this dude. I was there talking like the bartenders, and there was a concert going on, right? But I had to use the restroom, and I stopped by the bar on my way back to my seat, and I just started BSing with the bartenders, and then pretty soon like people started coming up, like random people, and I just start bullshitting with them, and then like I'd get these people to buy me drinks, and I'm buying them drinks, and then one guy in particular, man, he was like, me and him were bullshitting for a while, and we bought each other some shots. Well, then I told him about this podcast. I told him about that I had a podcast, and he's like, no way, yeah, cool. What's it called? And And then the bar, everyone's pulling their phones out. You know what I mean? And
Oh, whoa.
everyone's like, well, I'm gonna listen to it because I'm just sitting there. I mean, when they're bullshitting and we're laughing, we're having a good time. So they're like, I'm gonna listen to your podcast, and I was like, yeah, listen, man, I'll give you a shout out. What's your name? And he tells me his name, and I put it in my phone because I was fucking drunk. I wasn't gonna remember. And he's like, you promise? I said, man, I promise, man. I'm gonna give you a fucking shout out. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, cool. And I said, what's your name? Where are you from? Cool. Put it all on my phone. And then I continued to just keep drinking there at the bar. I missed the rest of the concert. And when it was over, the people that I was with, I got separated from them. They took a cab or whatever back to the room, and I just took off walking down the strip. And I was just like blacked out drunk. I snapped out of it, 3-4 hours later.
Yeah.
And I was way at the opposite end of the strip. I wasn't even on the strip anymore. I was walking like in the desert. Fucking, it was like pitch black.
It's like some Hunter S. Thompson shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. It really was. I'm just walking and I look around and it's dark and I'm like, where the hell am I? And I turn around and I can see the whole like lights of the Las Vegas Strip in the distance. You know what I mean? And I'm like, holy shit, dude, I'm way out here. And I start walking back. Well, I lost my phone. I have no idea what happened to my phone. So then I'm like, man, and then I can remember like, oh man, I said I'm gonna give this dude a shout out. So when I came back home, we did the episode, and I'm like, I had to tell the story of how I lost my phone, and I was like, dude, if you're listening, man, I lost your name and I lost my phone. I don't have your info. So I ended up getting a new phone and rebooted all my stuff on there, whatever, and his name was still written. It was in my notes. It was on, nice. So I have it.
Nice.
And I ended up giving him a shout out on the last episode. Well, in between those episodes, or right after the episode dropped, the newest one, and I give the dude a shout out. I got a message on Facebook, and it was that dude, and he was like, "Hey, bro," he's like, "You remember me? My name's so and so, Steve. I can't remember Steve something, but he's from Dighton, Kansas." He's like, "Remember me? My name's Steven, and I'm the dude that was buying you shots at Pendleton, and I listened to your podcast. It was hilarious, and your story was cracking me up about you losing the phone. But thanks anyways for trying."
Right.
And I'm like, "No, dude." I said, "Listen to my current episode. I just dropped it last night. It's on there. I give you a shout out." And he was like, "Oh, fuck yeah." He was all stoked. And hopefully, like, I don't know if those bartenders and shit listen, you know what I mean?
You just look at your numbers. You just look on your numbers and like, you just have like a sudden surge of like, downloads out of Las Vegas or Nevada or whatever.
Yeah. I could check that. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
It's
you know who's on top of that? I don't really check that, dude, but Brian he loves it. He's checking the numbers constantly. He's like, "Dude, we got more listeners. Have you seen the numbers? Did you see the numbers on Tuesday?" And I'm like, I haven't looked.
Like, the numbers come out every Tuesday, Anthony. We gotta check this.
He's like, check the fucking numbers.
Yeah,
he's over there wearing like a fucking green visor, looking like he's doing taxes and shit. Check the numbers.
Dude. Check the numbers. He's got the calculator out. And he's like, pop, 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 smoking a cigar.
Yeah, receipts are just flying everywhere.
I gotta run the numbers, Anthony. I gotta run the numbers.
Yeah, fucking number muncher.
Right. Yeah. No, that's awesome. I mean, you're making lifelong fans down there, when you're, because I could just see you right there, dude, holding court down there in Vegas, dude. That's awesome, man.
I really was. It was cool. And last time I went, or the time before that, man, I took a bunch of stickers, and I'm like, I'm just gonna start putting these fucking stickers up random places,
Yeah.
And the same thing. I got super drunk, and then I just forgot. And I woke up next day and had a bunch of stickers in my pocket. You know what I mean? It was time to leave. I'm like, fuck, I forgot.
I was at a local bar here once, dude, and like I was in the bathroom one night and I was all fucked up, and like I tagged my TV show name on there, right? I was like, spin this and come Porter.
Spin this.
Yeah. And then like I don't even remember. I don't know if it was like maybe the next day or something, or like the next week or something. Within a short period of time, the bartender and like mentioned like I know the bartender there, and she totally like had to clean the bathroom and saw that I tagged on there and like got pissed off that I fucking tagged my shit. But dude, if you looked at the bar, it's like, dude, everybody fucking tagged on there, dude. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
it wasn't like you started it. You're the only name written on there. Like,
exactly, dude. I mean, it's like, she didn't like 86 me, but she was like, she always like regulate me when it came to drinking though. Like her name, I probably shouldn't say her name. Shout out Sarah. she always like fucking cut me off. She cut me off more than once at different bars that she's worked at.
You should have been like, I didn't write that, man. That was a fan, man.
Yeah, right.
My fan, my people.
I
would never do that to you.
Pac-Man machine,
Yeah, we're friends. I would never do that to you.
Right. You know, this dude named Sean, like, he's a nice guy, but dude, he had a marker in his hand. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
That's
Dude
all.
had a marker.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, and, you know, like I was saying, dude, I listened to your podcast and I remember you talking about how that, like, you were working on a movie, like an independent film here recently.
Oh yeah, man. Well, uh, kind of crazy story, dude. So a guy that well, we didn't go to school together, but we went to rival schools, but we're the same age, you know what I mean? And we've known each other for a long time. And he directed a couple short films and reached out to me, and we just wrapped one up. Well, a couple months ago. I think it's in editing now, but it's called Tough Love. And our plan was to we shot Tough Love. He had shot two other short films, and he had a couple of movie scripts left that he wants to shoot, and we were thinking of shooting those and then taking 4 or 5 of those short films, putting them all together in on one release. And you know what I mean, like one movie that tells just 5 different stories.
Right. Yeah.
And
it's like creep show and shit, dude. Like,
yeah, like
yeah,
kind of
something
creep
like
show
that.
status.
Yeah. I forget. There's like, again, and I feel so stupid, dude. There's a name for that type of fucking film. I'm totally spacing on it.
Yeah, I can't think of what it is, but something like that. And here's the thing, this dude, they shot a movie on the reservation, and it's about this rapper, right? He's like an underground rapper, and but he's also a pimp. So it's kind of about the sex trade, about prostitution and stuff. And they actually shot some of the scenes in our casino.
Oh no
So
shit.
here at Legends Casino. Well, in order to do any type of filming at the casino, you need to get permission first, right? Like from the gaming commission and the casino. You have to let them know that you're filming.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. It's a process. There's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, but and they didn't do that. He just was like, fuck it. They paid for a hotel room, and then they brought in all their camera equipment, and they shot some scenes in there. And yeah, they just went guerrilla, man. And the movie's good. Like, the movie's really good, but the message is crazy. And before the movie could get officially released, they put out a trailer on YouTube, and some lawyers, whatever, for the casino saw it, dude, and they they're going crazy. So they're like, and he already had it really. I think he had it. It's on Amazon right now, but they sent him a letter to have it taken down. So yeah, they sent a cease and desist letter. So like, you can't access the movie on YouTube anymore, but if you search it, it comes up on Amazon, but then it says not currently available because he took it down. Yeah.
Like, we can't delete the profile, but we can delete the fucking MP4.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, because this movie was kind of going to kick it off. I mean, he's going to release this movie, and then and then we're shooting all these little short movies kind of to follow after that. So now that this is just going down, like currently, like right now, within the last couple months, hit this movie getting taken down. So I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to affect his other projects, because I mean, a lot of people are mad at him right now. I mean, he got straight from the actual tribe, and he's a tribal member. You know what I mean? So we're using different buildings and stuff.
Okay.
And so the tribe sends him this letter. They're lawyers, and they're like, he could be getting in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, there's, especially if he made money off it. Also, I mean, yeah, definitely, they're gonna be like, hey, that's you owe us money for that.
Yeah,
that's a scary thing when it comes to
there's there's a couple scenes where, like, it's the dude, and he's got a couple of hookers or whatever, and he's in the room, and then they kind of pan off to the side, and then they just hit, like, straight up show the Legends Casino logo. You know what I mean? And
they show the Legends Casino logo. Oh man,
he's like, in retrospect, probably should edit that. Yeah, and Legends is pissed. They're like, oh, you're making it look like this place is just used for prostitution and all this,
Right. Well, are we stretching the truth? I don't know. Man,
yeah,
I haven't been to Legends. Like, when we saw Norm Macdonald, dude. That was the last time I went to Legends. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was the first time I'd seen the layout with the hotel and everything, dude. It's like, props. It's nice. Damn,
dude. Bob Saget just died.
I know.
You brought up Norm Macdonald. She just died, yesterday?
Yeah, he died
I'm shocked, man.
yesterday, dude. Like, I guess they found him at like 1 o'clock local our time. It was like West Coast, so it was like 4 p.m. like over in Florida, I guess. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's crazy that he found. I know, dude. When I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I actually spent the evening listening to yeah, like Mark Maron released like a comp like of all the 3 times that he was on his podcast. So
yeah,
I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I listened to a good chunk of it. And
I haven't listened to it yet. It comes. I subscribed to his podcast too, and it popped up as a, that he was releasing that, but I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet.
Yeah, man. Bob Saget was like he was a good conversation, man. Like he was really I don't know. He was just always
super intelligent.
Yeah, he's a good conversation all the time.
Yeah, and he was like, he was a fucking funny dude, but he had this like the public persona of being like fucking Danny Tanner, you know what I mean? And then you listen to his comedy or stand up, and he's just,
like gallows
he's
humor,
filthy, man. He's ruthless.
Yeah. I
he's
love
totally
it.
Like Bizarro, he's complete opposite. Yeah, he was a badass.
I remember in middle school, the first time I saw like Half Baked, and he was like, you ever suck dick for cocaine? And it's like, what? No, I have. That's an addiction. It's like,
yeah,
that's Bob Saget
for weed. Yeah, I suck dick for coke, and you hear some guy in the background. I seen him.
Yeah, rest in peace, Bob Saget, dude. 100%, man.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Betty White died. Betty White, how was your New Year's? She died on New Year's Eve, man. Everyone was bummed out.
I know, dude. We were like getting ready to leave town, dude. I was like on my phone. I was like taking a shit, dude. I was like, oh shit, Betty White died. Like straight up, legit right there. I legitimately found out like taking a shit, dude. Like I remember Bob Saget. I was like just last night, dude. I was like just wrapping up shooting something for my show. And like I looked at my phone, I took it off airplane mode, and like I was like, oh fuck, Bob Saget died. And like it was the same room that I learned that Kobe Bryant died. Like the same room that I learned that Trevor Moore died. It's like in my office. Hang out in my office a lot, Anthony.
yeah, that's where it all hit. That's where it all happens, man.
Yeah, except Betty White.
Kobe Bryant died. Yeah, except Betty White.
Yeah. I know.
I was in
go ahead.
Seattle. Me and Brian were in Seattle, man, for like a comedy workshop thing. And I remember it was just about to start. We were sitting there in this little conference room in the back of a bar, and they have all these TVs going to a big sports bar. And then all of a sudden they start showing the footage, like, helicopter crash, Kobe Bryant dead. And we're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
It's like, it felt like a dream kind of.
Yeah. And then I was and here's the thing too, I was super bummed out, but I don't know why, because I'm not really like a basketball fan. I mean, I like Kobe Bryant, but it's not like I'm a fucking basketball player or
right.
I have a Kobe jersey or, I'm just like, man, that sucks.
It's like odds on if I play NBA 2K, dude, I pick the Portland Trailblazers just out of respect.
Yeah, out of respect, man. I got to go Portland.
Yeah. Well, it's like, but at the same moment, dude, you could always go and pick Oklahoma City Thunder, and you can choose the 96 team. They always have the 96 team on there. Who plays like
hell yeah,
and fucking Sean Kemp. But yeah, no, dude, when Kobe died, man, I know, dude, I was like sitting out here in my office, man. I was like, I was working on my stand-up actually. It was that Sunday morning. And I remember just coming out here, I was like running my lines and shit, working on my notes. And yeah, I saw that shit on ABC, dude. I was like, what the fuck? And I just stopped all my shit. Dude. I was like watching the news. The rest
I just started writing Kobe jokes right then and there.
No, dude, I didn't pull an Ari Shaffir, man, dude. Fuck.
God, yeah.
People still want to fucking hang him for that one, dude. Like that's what he did, dude. Fuck.
That fucker is ruthless.
He pissed off so many people.
Yeah, literally, they wanted to kill him. LA wanted to kill that motherfucker.
Yeah, there's a reason he's still in New York. I know, and he was like outside Charlotte, wasn't he? Like he was outside the Charlotte arena where he originally got like drafted to.
Yeah, he was just out there walking.
Convenient. Shit. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's crazy story about that fucking movie, dude. Like it really goes to show that like you gotta fucking, I mean, as much as it sucks, dude, like in order to like do it and like not get fucked with, you gotta like make sure all that shit's fucking, done crossing all your I's or crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's or whatever.
He had his eyes.
You gotta get these people to sign off on this shit, like especially if you're using their like facilities like that.
Right.
I mean, some shit
Yeah,
you can get
yeah,
away with, but not Legends Casino, I imagine.
Oh yeah, no, they're like, this is bad for our brand. You can't be, it was wild, man. He showed me the letter, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so
So
I had
did.
heard about it. I had heard about it through the
Mhm,
grapevine, and I'm like, oh shit, this dude's about to get in trouble. And he's my buddy, so
mhm.
uh I ended up reaching out to him, a couple of days later, and I'm like, have you heard from these guys? And he was like, no, nothing yet. And I'm like, well, be prepared because you're going to, you guys fucked up. You shouldn't have shot, and I told him everything. He was like, oh, fuck.
You guys fucked up, man.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys fucked up, man. And this is what they're mad about. And he's just like, oh, fuck. Okay, well, what do you think we should do? What should I say? And I'm like, man, it's artistic expression, buddy. I mean, just tell them fucking,
Mhm.
why would you pull it down? Yeah, you use their logo. Maybe you can pull it out in post or edit it out or do something
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
try to edit around it pretty much.
Yeah. So I mean, right now he's busy with sports and stuff, but he coaches at a local school, at high school. But so I haven't had a chance to talk to him to catch up. Like, well, what's happened since then?
Mhm.
I know he pulled the actual trailer down that they had put on YouTube. I had a link to the actual full movie, but I think they might have pulled that down too.
Damn, dude, I want to see this fucking movie, Anthony. You gotta get
Yeah,
me this
yeah.
movie, man.
Yeah, we'll have to. Well, I'll try to see that. I mean, they were telling him in the letter. The lawyers are like, you need to destroy every copy.
I bet.
You need to pull. Yeah, they were like, no one's ever going to see this movie ever. He was like, what the fuck?
You're like, no, like let me edit around it. Come on, guys. Like, I don't know, because at that point you just pull it and then just reshoot the scene somewhere else and then just re-release it once you.
I mean, really, you could. Yeah,
yeah.
Just reshoot it. Yeah, the movie's called Dirty Dog.
Hell yeah.
And
dude.
And it has Katie Kane. He's a rapper.
Is he from?
And then they got a couple. Yeah, I believe so. He's from Yak. I mean, he's a native dude. I'm pretty sure he's from around here.
Okay. Never heard of him.
But yeah, Dirty Dog. If you maybe you guys they put it back up. I don't know. You ever see a sneaky link for that fucker?
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, dude. They're gonna, they threaten you, dude. They fucking threaten you with like all this shit. They're gonna take you to fucking court. It's just like motherfuckers. Dude, as long as he takes it down, he should be fine, dude. Honestly, I don't see. Yeah. I don't really see them like as long as it gets taken down, and maybe if they want to be assholes, they'll be like, we want some, money if he made any money off it. But if he made no money off it, it's really not worth their time or anything.
Yeah, there's no reason for them to fuck with them. And then me, like, don't ever ask me for advice because I give the worst fucking advice. I'm like, he's like, well, what would you do? And I'm like, I would tell him to fuck off, I'll tell him to fuck off, man. This is artistic expression. You have freedom of speech, man. You can say whatever you want, man. You can do whatever you want. And I'm just hyping him up.
Yeah.
And then I said, listen, all you have to do, because he was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then I'm like, listen, man, all you have to do is leak this shit to the press, man. And when the press finds out that the fucking tribe is going after you for this movie, they're gonna do a story on it, man. You're gonna get so much publicity. This movie's gonna blow up, dude. Fucking do it, man. Fight them. And I said, then when we release our movie, it'll have all this hype behind it already. Everything that you fucking make is gonna be, people are gonna want to see it because it's so controversial. He was like, fuck, you have a point, man. And I was like, but then also you might get fucked over. But so I'm like, don't listen to me, man. Don't listen to me.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a fucking lawyer. Don't listen to me.
I have never fucking been like, no one's ever been like, Anthony makes good, wise choices. Like, no, dude, I make terrible choices. Why are you asking me for advice?
I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a podcaster. Yeah. What the fuck are you guys doing with this shit?
Yeah, I'm just bullshitting, man.
I was like, yeah, this is probably what I would do, but maybe not.
Yeah. I'm like, this isn't what I would do, but it's what I would do if I was you.
Yeah. I mean, the fucking Yakima Herald just picks it up on the newspaper. Just like, fuck. Yeah. No, man, that's good times, dude. Making movies is fun, dude. Like I talk with Brandon about it all the time, and like we always have ideas for movies and shit. And like he was doing this like little like project, like I guess it would have been over the summer. We did like 2 episodes, I think. It was some like evil demonic, like,
yeah,
okay. Whatever. I'm sure you saw it, dude. But like
I did. I watched the first 2. Did he drop 2 or 3 of them?
I think we only did 2 of them, dude.
Okay.
I keep getting on him, dude. I'm like, and if he's listening, like, let's get to work, buddy.
Yeah, let's get to work. I need to reach out
yeah.
to him too, because me and him had some ideas, and he's like, I got some stuff going, man. We need to start making movies. So I'm like, let's do it, man. I'm in.
Yeah, dude. That's
You know
always
what?
the dream, dude.
I got to be in this movie called All Sorts a couple of years ago, and that movie is starting to, it just debuted last year at the Seattle International Film Festival, and it did really well. And then it was in the Rain Dance Film Festival in like London, just like a month ago, maybe, and it did really well over there too. So they're starting to try to get like distribution deals, to actually put it out. So you might be seeing that one. I'll let you know when that one drops, dude. It's called All Sorts.
Hell yeah, you can become a movie star, man. Fucking move down to Los
Angeles. I had a really small role. And I actually had a dual role. I had a dual role in that movie. Wow. I played a bouncer. I played a bouncer at a club, and then it's like an underground. So it's a comedy, right? And it's about these people that live, they work in an office, and it's all about fucking like filing folders and shit, like in the old filing cabinet.
Like old school before the cloud, man. We had these things called filing cabinets.
There was paperwork. Paperwork is actual paperwork. So yeah, and it takes place in this, and it turns out like there's this whole underground like filing competitions and stuff like this. It's like an underground fight club, but it's like with office fucking stuff. And so I play the bouncer at one of the clubs, like when people are trying to go to watch these competitions, whatever. And then later on, at the end, there's like a final match, whatever, and I played the referee.
Oh, that's what's up, dude.
Yeah.
They gave you like the ref outfit and everything, dude.
Yeah.
Did you get any lines in there for that, or were they just kind of?
Yeah, I got lines for being the referee. Yeah, I had some lines.
Because you had the face off, right? You had to fucking lay out the rules and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I yelled at the dudes in the corner or whatever. People were getting crazy, and I punk them out.
I gotta see this movie too, man. Fuck, dude.
Yeah. Exciting. So I got an actual movie credit for that. Dude, it's like I have like an IMDb whatever profile and shit now. Yeah, I gotta should update that. There's no picture of me. I need to update it, but my name's on there for that movie. Yeah, because I'm in the credits.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I know you got to get up in there and just start fucking working on that. I know, dude. It's hard keeping up that like social media presence, man. Like, it's kind of like I don't even know if it works half the time, dude. Like,
that's how I feel, man. Like, is anybody looking at this shit? Is anybody?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I have, and here's the other thing too, is like I have my regular Facebook, and like all my friends are on there, and then I have like a comedian profile, like comedian Anthony Hernandez. I have a comedy profile, and I used to keep up with that one, but like there's stuff that I want to say that makes me laugh, and I'm like, do I post it on my regular account? Do I post it on my comedy account? Now we have a killing. Our podcast has a page. I have a fucking Instagram, a Twitter, like a Snapchat, you know what I mean? So yeah, I can't even keep up with all this shit, man. I'm usually on my Snapchat just fucking around on there, but TikTok's a new thing. Do you have a TikTok?
Yeah, actually I do have a TikTok. I do have a TikTok on there, dude. I think it's at Neon Bunny 420 is like my tagline on like most of my like social media fucking accounts. So, but yeah. That's a weird one, dude. Cause like I have like, I don't know, I probably have like, cause I can't post like the full videos for that Video Rental Chaos show, but I can post like 3-minute video clips. And like, I don't know, you do it up or whatever. You add all the little stickers, you put all the little tags on there and shit. And like, I don't know, a couple of them, like the first couple ones I posted up there, it was like 100 fucking views on like one, 50 on another. And it's like, where's this like coming from? And then like the next couple ones I'd put out, dude, like nothing really happened with them. And then like one of them I had like 1,000. It was like, where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah. See, I made a TikTok account just recently, man, but I haven't posted any videos. I don't even know how to do it yet. I haven't fucked with it. But
people do like those like little dance things or whatever. They do a lot of that shit, dude. Like, I don't know. There's a one where it's like, I forget the name of the song where it's like, dun, dun. They're like all shaking their heads, and then like all of a sudden it pans over and there's 2 of them. They're like, dun, dun. It's stupid, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I get a kick out of that one.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
And I always have all these ideas for these dumb and I would make dumb stuff on my Snapchat all the time. And then people are like, you need to make a TikTok. You need to do a TikTok. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And I said no for the longest time.
Yeah.
Just recently, like maybe a month ago, I broke down and I made an account, but I haven't posted anything yet. Like I said, I don't really know how to even do
I
it
don't even know if
yet.
it's worth the
So
time, dude. To tell you the truth.
yeah,
Dude.
yeah. I'm like, man, I don't have the energy for that.
I know, same here, dude. I'm like, I'm fucking almost 40, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't need this shit, dude.
Yeah. And it's so weird, dude, because I'm almost 40, man. I'm 39. And so growing up like in the 80s through the 90s,
Yeah, the 90s. Yep.
We fucking grew up with technology, like as it was progressing from, like you said, fucking paperwork, to where it's at now, to touch screen phones and email and like video game systems. You know what I mean? We were at the forefront. Like I had no fucking Atari, and then it went to a Nintendo.
Like, we were the
then,
generation, at least with me, man. I was the generation like after the Atari, dude. I never played an Atari, but like I was all about the NES, Sega.
Yeah, see, NES. And I not only had Atari, my older cousins had an Atari, so we'd go there and fucking play theirs all the time,
Yeah.
And then NES, boom, Sega, Sega Genesis, like these first level gaming systems, and we grew up with all these. Whereas now, like my nephew, he's 6, and the kid never wants to get off his tablet, you know what I mean? But he'll fucking tear it up on some Call of Duty, or he plays Fortnite, and I'm just like, he's known how to play, he's known how to operate these things since he was like 3 or 4. Like he was just he could barely fucking speak, but he could just get down on these games or like at the tablet or whatever. And I'm like, man, these kids, like they don't, like we actually had to fucking learn this stuff, but he just knows it. You know what I mean? He absorbed it as a baby to where it's just natural for him, and
yeah, that's a crazy
what
thing, man.
Yeah. What was I talking about this? What?
Well, no, about like just like the idea of like, when we were kids, like I remember the first time I took a typing class, dude, and being like, what the fuck am I gonna do with typing? like
Right.
what, you got a pen and paper, bro. Like that's what we would roll with, like, pencils, and like, but you're saying is like now kids now that are born, and my kids are the same way, dude. Like they've grown up with the technology to know like computers are like, like second nature to them,
Yeah, they've always had it.
Yeah, tablets, like, or like for us, I mean, I remember when the iPad came out in 2000, like it was like what, 2007, 8, somewhere in there. Like it was like the late 2000s or whatever. And yeah, man, like it was fucking like, whoa, what the fuck is this? A tablet? Like, but kids is like, oh yeah, it's a tablet. Like you don't know what a tablet is? Like, fuck you, little kid. Like when I grew up, fucking.
Oh yeah. So this
camcorder,
is what I was
bitch.
getting at. This is what I was getting at.
Yeah.
I always thought that I would be like cutting edge with technology. Like I never thought there'd be a time where I wouldn't know how to do something. You know what I mean? Like I can remember when we got a computer when I was young, and then I remember like being like 5th or 6th grade, and we were I was like the first one out of all my friends to have internet, you know what I mean? And my friends would all come over and we'd get online. We'd be in these chat rooms and we'd be fucking around.
Dude, hell
yeah. And all of us would be huddled up around the computer staring at the screen like, oh, getting all excited. Like, fuck, you have internet, dude. What the fuck? You have internet at your house? Like,
right.
and just always on top of technology. And I never thought that I'd be the dude who didn't know how to operate something. And now, like with the TikTok, like I said, I'm like, I don't even have the energy to fucking learn it. Like, I don't even know if I want to learn it. It just looks complicated to me.
Yeah. Well, it's like you would figure it out so easy, dude. Like it's so easy, but I don't know.
Yeah. Like there's things I don't know how to do on Instagram. And I see, I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? Or, people post, I mean, Brian was talking about his Twitter and I'm like, I think he was talking about porn, like some fucking porn on Twitter. And I'm like, there's porn on Twitter.
Dude,
He's like,
hella porn on Twitter. Dude, there's so much porn on Twitter.
I didn't know that. You had no idea.
It's legal, dude. Like they may ban Donald Trump, dude, but you can show some titties on fucking
That's so crazy, right? I was like, what? No way. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, and then got me all excited about, but I had no idea.
I love it, dude. I love it, man.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I want to learn another fucking platform.
I hear you, dude. I hear you. Like
I'm starting
Instagram's
to become
okay.
obsolete.
I'm okay with Instagram. Like I'll get on Instagram and post my videos and shit, dude. But like I got rid of my Facebook almost a year ago, dude. It was like May of last year. I fucking deleted that shit, dude. And yeah, I broke down and got the Snapchat again. I have a Snapchat and then I have the TikTok and then I have the fucking Instagram, but I just won't go back to Facebook, even though Instagram is Facebook's or Meta or whatever you want to call it.
Right. Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, it's the same
And
company.
then I just have, and it's so crazy because like I'll do something, and like if I put something on my Twitter and I think it's funny, then I feel like I have to share that on all my other stuff. So I'll like screenshot it and then share it on my Instagram, which shares it onto my Facebook, and I'll put it on my Snapchat. And it's like,
It takes forever.
it's just so weird for me, man, because like I kind of get followed, like all my friends follow me on everything. So when I put it on one thing, and then like they see it on every single social media platform, and then I feel corny for posting the same thing on every platform. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah,
I need to just pick one and stick with it.
I hear that, man. I felt like going into like getting another Instagram, dude. I was like, all right, I want to go at it like differently this time. Like, I don't want to just like post like nothing. I don't want my whole like Instagram just to be like filled with like promotion stuff for like my podcast or shows or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I want to just like take cool pictures of like stuff I like DVDs and like wrestling shit, dude, and like whatever, dude, and like, yeah, man. I don't know. So like in that sense, like then if I drop in like the stuff, like, you know, the stuff about the TV show every once in a while, you know, every couple days or whatever, it's not oversaturating it or anything like that. But
right.
But I just fucking, I like Instagram. It's fun. I like getting on that shit.
Yeah, I do too. And here's the other thing too is like my Instagram, my Facebook, even my Snapchat, like everything, all my feeds, they're starting to just become filled with TikTok videos as it is anyways. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everything's like everyone just posts and sends TikTok videos. So finally I'm like, maybe I should just make a TikTok. Maybe I need to learn this and just do TikTok videos. You know, I can still post silly posts or say dumb shit, but I want to make like, you know, videos like that. So
dude, I think maybe I will have to take
the time.
If you did it, dude, you'd be really funny.
I have all these stupid ideas. Yeah, I have all these dumb ideas of shit to do all the time. Like in the moment, I get in the moment and I'll be like, oh my God, you know, it'd be funny if we did like this, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and sometimes I'll make stuff and it's funny. And then if I don't do it on the spot, I forget it. Like you know.
You got to get the voice recorder, dude. You got to record your thoughts out, dude.
I do. I'm terrible with that. Like with my material too. Like when I'm trying to, I don't really like write jokes, but when I come up with funny ideas and I want to work out a bit or something, I have to voice record myself and I'll go through it and then come back and listen to it later.
Right.
If I don't, it's fucking, and I say I'll leave it in my notes, like, oh, I'm gonna write this joke and write it in my notes, but then I don't have time to fucking sit there and write out an actual, you know, material. I just speak it out and try to remember it.
Yeah, if I have to like do that, if I just go on stage with like having, I don't know, dude, like I feel like I suck ass when it comes to like improvising on stage like that, dude. Like I just like anytime I go up there, I'm like, I'm just gonna wing it. It's just like it ends terribly. It ends terribly, dude. And so like, yeah, I've just learned, man. It's like, I don't know, dude. Fucking like Ron was hitting me up about like the open mic that's going up on like that Punks bar. They're doing like another comedy open mic now.
I heard about that, man.
And like, I haven't got on stage, dude, in like fucking like 6-7 months or some shit, dude. And like, I don't know, dude. I'm just like, fuck, do I really want to get back into it? Because it's like, if I get back into it, then I got to really put like all my effort into it and like, you know, write out bits and like really work on my bits. Cause like that last you know, year or so of doing that shit before COVID and stuff, I felt like everything kind of finally clicked for me in the sense of like how to do it, you know. It took me a long time, but I finally kind of figured it out. It felt like, you know, in terms of like writing it out, practicing it out. It's like, and anyway, just I don't know, dude. Like if I do get back into it, it's like I want to hit it full bar, but it's like fuck, I don't know if I'm there yet. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember, man. I remember when you start coming back and your shit was tight, man. It was good.
Yeah,
I need to hit the mics. You know, I need to hit the mics because I don't. You know what I mean? I have I'll do material. I'll come up with jokes. I'll come up with material. And I'll go to the mics and I'll tell myself, okay, I'm going to fucking work out this bit, and this bit. And then I go up there and depending on the energy, like, you know, whoever went up before me and stuff that they said, or makes me think of other things. And I go up there and I just I start winging it and I don't mean to, you know what I mean? And then I fucking just forget everything that I plan on saying. And it goes okay. it goes okay. But when I come
Yeah.
off and I'm just like sitting there at the table, like 15, 20 minutes after my set, and I'm like, I remember what I wanted to talk about. I didn't talk about none of this shit,
Shit.
and it just fucks me up, in this. And I probably need to start actually writing my shit down, because I fucking, that's how I need to remember it.
Yeah.
But we just did a show in Yakima on last month at Hop Capital
Right.
Brewing, and dude, the fucking show went awesome. I went up. Oh, here's the thing. So I had all my material ready to go. I had my set down fucking tight, and just before I was about to go up, just before the show was going to start, right, like 3-4 minutes before the start of the show, the HR director from my work comes walking in.
Oh shit.
And yeah, and I'm like, oh, and she's a friend of mine, you know what I mean? We're buddies. But she comes walking in and she was like, "You fucker, you didn't tell me you had a show. I had to see it on Facebook," or she said something like that. So I bought tickets, and I didn't want to miss it, and I'm like, "Oh, cool, thanks for coming."
Right.
And it really fucked me up, because I had some stuff that I really wanted to talk about, but I'm like, I don't know if I should say this stuff in front of my HR director, because she's gonna flip out on me probably.
Right.
I'm saying some fucking incriminating shit here. And so I'm like, man, and it really threw off my whole set. And I still did, I did my 20 minutes, and but it was a completely different 15-20 minutes than what I originally had walked in there planning on doing, just because I had to switch on the fly, because I saw her and I'm like, oh fuck, I can't say this stuff. And normally, I mean, there was a time where I didn't give a shit, you know what I mean? But like, I was like, oh no, I better not talk about this in front of her right now.
Well, it shows
So
your
luckily,
talent.
I was able to.
It shows your talent that you're able to just like go on the fly and whatnot, and just be able to like have a completely other set to like, or like direction to go in.
Yeah, I just went to a completely different direction, and I had to even actually, I pulled out some old material that I hadn't done for a long time, and luckily, I mean, I still had that
Nice.
in the pocket there. So
Nice.
it went smooth, but I'm just like, God damn, man, I should have. There was other stuff too, because I knew I had to cut certain parts out, and I was kind of scrambling as I was up there. It made me forget other parts of my set. You know what I mean? So same thing. I came off the stage and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't even talk about this. I didn't even do this part. Like, so I was still. I mean, everything went really good, but I was still kind of upset. Like, I wasn't really happy with it. As happy as I should have been. You know what I mean? It went good. I was happy it went good, but it just wasn't what I meant to do.
Right. No, dude. No, yeah, dude. Whenever you go up, dude, just start recording it, dude. Either like on the sound recording, just on your phone or whatever, or like just videotape it or whatever. And that way, like, anything you go off on tangents, that way you're like, oh yeah, then then you can like cherry pick everything and put the set together that way.
And at Bill's place, they have a little cradle thing you can put your phone in.
Oh, do they?
Right at the stage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is Bill's, dude? Because like I haven't gone back there since like I was there the last night that we had open mic, like prior to like COVID like shutting it down, dude. And like,
oh yeah,
I haven't made it out there like since the mic has been back there. It seems like it's a good vibe based on what I hear from you guys.
Yeah, dude, it's been really good. I don't go as much as I used to. I catch maybe like one a month, but it's the last time that I was there. You know what we did? We had a roast. We roasted Jaime Garcia, and the fucking place was jam packed.
Was it?
It was like standing room only, and I mean, it was the most people I've ever seen there, and it was great. The stage, they redid the stage is really small. It's almost like you're standing on a fucking pallet. But
oh really? Okay.
But they have a nice little backdrop, and they got a little spotlight, and like I said, they mounted this little cradle thing on the wall so you can put your phone in, and record your set. But the crowd's good, man. I mean, it's a good room. I don't know how Punks is gonna be. Have you? And Punks is where Hop Nation used to be.
That's where Hop Nation used to be, but I want to say they have a separate stage now. I don't know if it's like in that, because remember we were in like the dining area, like right off from the bar. I want to say, because I'm not 100% sure, because I know they've been having shows there, like and I
Concerts
think
and
it
shit,
may be
right?
downstairs. They have like a legit decent like little stage.
Oh, okay. Well, then that changes things because I mean, I think of it as like when it was Hop Nation, we would go there when they used to have an open mic, and it was just a weird setup. Like the whole layout was not very. It was just weird, you know.
Oh,
It was
dude.
a tough room. Yeah, it was tough to do.
Oh, dude, I remember bombing in there like so many fucking times, dude.
Yeah,
So many
and
fucking times.
you probably weren't even bombing. It was just like it was just the layout of the room, and
Yeah.
you know, it was way off to the side, and people really didn't even know that we were doing comedy there because we were off into the little corner. There wasn't no actual stage, you know.
Yeah, there
We're
was no
just a
stage.
little open area where there's
Yeah.
next to a speaker, a little PA speaker. So that was just tough. It was tough all around.
Yeah, it definitely was a tough room, dude. I remember when Brandon fucking shout out Brandon Huck, dude. He had What the Huck. Like, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did like 2 of those shows over at Hob Nation. I was on the first one. It was me, Jaime Garcia, and Brandon Huck, and like a bunch of people came out for it. Like, and it was one of those like clip shows or whatever. So like we were just commenting over fucking clips and shit, dude. And by the end of the night, dude, nobody was paying attention to anything we were fucking saying, dude.
Really?
Honestly, it was like one of the worst bombings I ever fucking. I remember like I was on the mic and like Brandon Huck's like doing the outro. He's like, all right, thanks everybody, da da da, and like he's like, shout out for Kevin Porter, and I'm like, no one's like clapping. I'm like, yeah, the feelings mutual, everybody. The feelings fucking mutual. I'm like, fuck all you motherfucker. I called him out.
Yeah, man.
I just like, it's like I don't know, maybe it sucked. I don't know, maybe the show sucked, but it was like that set, like you said though, it was like a real weird fucking room, dude. Because like the projector was like, I don't know, you'd have to just fucking see if you've been there, you know exactly what we're talking about, dude. It was not laid out for like one of those types of shows. Like you need like a theater,
No, not at all.
or something like that, and you need a fucking screen and everybody facing the fucking screen. Everybody's like walking around a bar while we're trying to watch YouTube clips.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work there.
And then for people to pay attention, they have to like turn in their seats to face a whole different direction
Exactly.
than the actual bar. Like it was just a bad layout.
It was.
So hopefully punks, if they're doing it in the basement or they have a whole separate stage, I mean, then that's that's different. But I heard they were starting a mic there, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to go back to that, you know.
Yeah, like
I don't even, and to tell you the truth, man, I don't even
vibe.
make the mic. Yeah, I don't even make the mic at Bill's. Like I said, once a month.
Right.
Well, we used to have the mic, man. We used to have the mic at drinking games.
Yeah, we had the drinking games mic. What I get, we had that because like before COVID, we had 3 mics going. Remember? Because remember originally it was
one point.
Yeah, we were at Sports Center there, and then like Sports Center closed for that remodel, and then like that's when Danny and Brian got us the show at
Took
Bill's.
it to Bill's.
Yep, and then from Bill's, we had Hop Nation also. I forget when fucking Hop Nation came into play. It feels like that was around when like Sports Center was around, wasn't it? I don't remember.
Yeah, they're about the same time.
And then so then drinking games came in on like on a Monday. We started doing them, so we only did it for like maybe a month or 2 or whatever. And like it was starting like I don't know, everybody like was all committed to us. Like Jay McNay was all in. He was like, "Yeah, dude, we're gonna start hosting." Like we're like, "All right, dude, we're gonna fucking 3 mics, dude." It was like, "Fuck yeah." And then fucking COVID.
Yeah, and then COVID just shut everything down. And then
Drinking Games gave us some stage there during like prior to even before it was legal technically for us in the state to be doing shit like that. It was like a month before that shit came back, dude. We were doing open mics there.
Yeah, they're ruthless. Well, the other thing too that kind of killed it was when they moved the mic, I think, or when they brought it back to Bill's place, they changed the nights, and it was the same night as drinking games. You know what I mean? So it caused a kind of a rift. Even in our local comedy community, like it caused a little rift.
I did.
And I'm like, man, this is fucked up. And I was like, at first, I'm like, well, fuck, man, we can still make it work because I'll hit both mics in the same night.
You could have. That's what I was starting to think.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, but then I would get to one mic and then do my set, but then I'll start drinking, or I'm sitting there bullshitting with everybody, and I wouldn't want to leave. I wouldn't want to leave to take off to the other one because I'm already getting started here. So it never worked. And originally I thought I was gonna be like, yeah, man. And then I even told those guys, like, I'm gonna do my set, put me early so I can do my set, and then I'm leaving. And I'm going to the other mic, and everyone's like, "What? You're leaving?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, this is another mic, you know."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I
What
come here to do
comedians are
comedy.
supposed to do. Go to different fucking
Yeah,
sets throughout the night, dude.
that's what I'm telling them. Like, I don't come here to fucking drink and hang out. Like, I'm glad to see everybody. Yeah, but I come over here to fucking to do comedy. You know, like you
Yeah.
said, man, it's like a 45. It's a 45 minute to an hour drive for me to get to Yakima.
Yeah, it's commitment
So
right there.
yeah, I'm like, man, I'm here to do comedy, not get shit faced. Because once I start
Yeah.
drinking, I'm gonna get shit faced. You know.
Yeah, that's like once I quit drinking, dude, like dude, I would just come down there and just do stand up. Like I would get high before the sets. But that was different. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I could definitely tell when I was drinking and I was on stage, I could definitely towards the end there, I could tell when I was sloppy, you know. I knew when it was too much.
Yeah, that's how I have to be careful. Well, I mean, I don't smoke anymore, but like when we first would start going to Hop Nation, like I was smoking then, and then I was always drinking, but
Yeah.
I could tell a big difference. And I don't know. Well, I guess I'm just fucked off anyways. 'Cause like I said, I forget my material half the time anyway, and I'm too fucking proud to pull it out, like to pull while I'm on stage.
Pull it out.
Like, hold on, yeah, to pull out, look at my notes,
Just stand there, just
whatever.
look at your phone.
Yeah, I like if I can't, I need to think of this shit on the spot.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to, I force myself to
That's
remember.
like I mean, yeah, man, that's a talent I wish I had, man. Like I feel like I can improvise a little bit, dude, but like when I'm in front of a crowd, dude, I just like, ooh, that just like stresses me, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I guess I don't know. I could do it, but it's just I don't know. I'd prefer not to because I've just like many of my bombs have just been like anytime I've like done bad is because I just wasn't prepared, you know. It's just for me, just like
Yeah, that's all it takes.
I'm
is
not good
getting
on my
prepared.
feet, dude. You know, I'm just not good on my feet in a sense like that, you know. I need to get better at it.
And then, or
Just throw myself out there.
and it's just practice. You know what I mean? It's just practice. You'll once you figure out the bits that you're going to use, and you have it, you'll have an idea of how long it takes you to do each bit, and then you'll know like, oh, well, I have time to do these 3 bits, and then just a little segues in between, little a few seconds of if you want to rag on someone in the crowd or whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? But
Totally.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, no, and that's kind of where like I was coming from. I was like the structure is kind of like what I learned from it, dude. Is like just basically having a basic structure and then memorizing that structure like to memory. So like every time I go up there, boom, 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 and that's like where I would like towards the end, I guess, again with COVID and stuff, like, and even coming back, this is what I was trying to work on. It's just like, and then from there, once I have it all like fully memorized, that's when I can like, again, just like keep plugging stuff in, taking stuff out, and just like, going over every single recording. I don't know, just being a fucking comic, I guess. I guess that's all I'm trying to say is like trying to like learn the craft and just dive in and live that
craft,
dude. And like, that's what I love so much about comedy, man. Like, I love stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I do too, man. I do too. And I love it, but I kind of have like a love-hate relationship. Like I love it, but then I think maybe, I don't know, I take it for granted because sometimes I just don't feel like doing it,
Yeah.
Like I said, like the mics.
That's how I feel right now, dude. That's why I haven't been back.
Yeah.
I just haven't felt like doing it.
And I go once a month, and even when I get there, I mean, I go up and I do my thing, but I'm never really like excited about it, This show that we did in December, like I was excited for that, but then like I said, it didn't go how I planned, and it kind of burned me out a little bit. Yeah. And I might have some other things going here soon in the future, but then at the same time, like I'm getting new hobbies, you know what I mean? I got my felony vacated off my record.
Congratulations, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Fuck yeah. And I got my gun rights restored.
That's badass.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there talking, and I said, man, it's so crazy how, these motherfuckers were trying to put me away for 20. I was looking at 28 years, you know what I mean, when I took my shit to trial and went.
Right.
And I'm like, it's so crazy how now, 5 years after I get released from prison, the same prosecutor's office that was trying to throw the book at me for 28 years had no problem signing off on my papers to restore my gun rights, and to, the superior court judge, who sentenced me, had no problem signing my papers, just, vacating that felony. It's like it never happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, this is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? I was on the fucking front page of the newspaper. I was on the news, at one point, and I was like public enemy number 1. Now all of a sudden they're just like, yeah, let's give this guy a gun again. Yeah, you're proud. No, yeah. go ahead and say, when you next application you fill out, you can go ahead and say that no, you've never been convicted of a felony. Like it never happened,
Well, I don't know. It's a
It's
testament to our system, man. I mean, like it shows that, man. I mean, you went and served your time, dude. You came back out. You're a model. You're a good dude. I've always been cool with you, Anthony. You've always been cool with
Yeah.
me, man. And
they're
like,
like this. They're like, this motherfucker's making movies and shit now. He's
like you're a good guy, man. So it's like, it's like you
Thanks,
should
man.
have those rights back, dude. Those are rights that you earned back, dude. If you want to look at it like that. Another
man.
thing I heard, I
think
just
you're right.
I just heard on the
Appreciate it.
news that Inslee was talking about. I think it was something about like restoring your guys' vote, like people with felonies voting rights back. I think that's something. I don't know if they've done it yet or if that's something that's like on the books that they want to try.
Yeah, I think it's done deal. Like if you're
That's
in,
good.
so if you're in Washington, you have a felony as soon as you're released. As long as you're not, if like say you've done all your time and you're not on any like probation or parole, and you've paid all your fees, your LFOs, as long as you've got all that, then like I can vote. Like I got those.
That's what's up.
That shit's free. You know what I mean? You get it back as long as you've done everything that you're supposed to do. You automatically get those restored. But I know like it's like if you're on parole or something, you're on probation, then you're not allowed to vote.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you gotta
So it
you
might
have
be
to meet
something
certain
like that.
requirements at least for it.
Yeah, there's certain
Okay.
requirements.
No, I totally understand that. Yeah. Oh man. Last topic. I know we're kind of getting to the end of the podcast here. Last thing I wanted to talk to you about, dude. Fucking Seattle Seahawks. What the fuck happened this year, Anthony?
Oh my god, dude, the Seahawks, they man, they look good the other day.
Yeah, they did the last two
against
games, dude.
Cardinals. Yes. Where the fuck were these guys at all season? Well, I know Russell Wilson fucking broke his
fucking
whatever,
dude. That I remember that game very vividly, man. I was sitting there with Brandon Allen and Jack Hennessy. We're sitting there watching that Thursday night game, dude, and fucking what's it? Aaron Donald just comes around and fucking breaks fucking Russell Wilson's fucking finger. I gotta listen to Brandon Allen talk shit the whole time about Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson both sucking dick. I'm like, motherfucker, just grit my teeth out.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, yeah, that's rough, man. We had a rough season.
It was a rough season.
And it's so funny, man. We finished 7-10.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I wonder how if he didn't get hurt, you know what I mean? What does our season look like? You know what I mean? Geno Smith, he was competitive, but he just couldn't finish a fucking game, man. He couldn't win. There was a couple games that we should have won that he was kicking ass, and then just at the end, I mean, he just
that Steelers game
down.
That fucking Steelers game on that Sunday night, dude. I was like, we're gonna win. Nope.
Yeah,
that Tennessee game we should have fucking won.
Yeah, we lose in overtime to Tennessee. Like,
it was very close. I mean, it could have gone either way this season if like just things would have gone our way just a little bit more. Like we could have won a lot of those games and been in the playoffs this weekend.
Yeah, we were competitive. It wasn't like we were just getting fucking blown out, or we weren't getting our asses beat. They were exciting games.
People need to calm the fuck down about that. Like, oh, get rid of Pete Carroll, get rid of fucking Russell Wilson fucking talk, dude. Like Pete Carroll knows what he's fucking doing, dude. It's just like, dude, you can't fucking win it every single. He's been doing it 10 years, dude. I mean, no one's Bill Belichick, dude. Like even Bill Belichick, once Tom Brady fucking left, dude, like he's strong. I mean, they just made the playoffs this year for the first time. They weren't in the playoffs last year for the first time in like how many fucking years, but made it back this year, I guess. So I don't know.
Yeah, they just made they fucking barely made it. And you know what? And yeah, Pete Carroll took us to 2 Super Bowls. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The season before we started like 6-0. It's only because Russell Wilson got fucking hurt, dude. I mean, there was like
it really fucked shit up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It seems like our defense is like turned out pretty well this season, right?
At the end here, yeah, dude, they finally started stepping up. We looked good. I thought we looked really good. I mean, we looked awesome, except a couple turnovers. I mean, Russell Wilson had an interception, and then he had, they popped the ball out of his hand in that first play of the game, or 12 seconds in Cardinals score. I was like, what the fuck? I was freaking out. And then right after that, the next we bounced back and scored and answered right back.
That's Seahawks football right there, man.
That was straight Seahawks football. We played 2 tough games against the 49ers. Yeah, we beat the 49ers twice this season.
Yep.
And they're good. They're a solid team this year. The NFC West is just, they're really,
I know 3 teams made the fucking playoffs, dude.
Yeah, everybody but us. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's all right though, man. I mean, we need to be brought back to earth a little bit. You know, be a little grounded. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Nothing wrong with
but I mean,
going 7-10.
nah, that's all right. We made the playoffs one time at 7-10. Remember that?
Yep. At least we didn't
We
get the
beat the
Jets like
Saints.
a top like 5 fucking pick or something.
Oh yeah, I know.
I was scared there for a second. I thought we were, dude. I was like, we're gonna get like a fucking top 5 pick. We don't even get the fucking first round pick, dude. What the fuck?
Fucking see. One other thing that was interesting. Did you watch the Raiders and the Chargers?
Dude, I caught the fucking field goal at the end. That's the only thing I caught, dude. Fucking Jack was texting me last night about that shit, dude, saying that like he said it was the craziest fucking comeback he'd ever fucking seen.
It was a wild ass game, dude. And I mean, and the finish was the most ruthless fucking finish ever because they're in overtime, right?
Mhm.
And the Raiders are in field goal position, and I think the Chargers called a timeout. But there's only a few seconds left, and it's a tie game, and it's already in overtime. So if nobody wins at the end of this one, it's just considered a tie. And if these teams tie, both teams make the playoffs, right? And so the commentators
Wow.
like, oh, it's
Yeah,
like
I
good
heard it,
sports.
yeah.
Oh, okay, well, this is good. They're both gonna make it. And they're showing some Steelers fans that are in the crowd at that game because if one of the teams wins, the Steelers get to go to the playoffs. But if it's a tie, both of those teams go and the Steelers are out. So the
Ah,
Steelers fans are watching. There's only seconds left. Fucking tie game. What are the odds that these teams are going to finish in a tie and the Steelers are out of the playoffs? So they're all pissed off. Well, with a few seconds left, instead of just fucking letting it go a tie, the Raiders kick the field goal and win the game.
it's
After it looked like
division, dude. Fuck the Chargers, dude.
exactly what I said because they made it look like they were just going to let it run out because I think they
Wow.
had taken a knee before
I
that.
didn't really catch that, dude. I guess.
Yeah, I think they had taken a knee, or maybe they just ran it. It looked like they were just going to let the clock wind
I guess
down.
they could have just let the clock run out. Just let them both come into the
because
fucking
either way
playoffs.
they're going to the playoffs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh,
But yeah,
wow.
but then they're like, you know what? Fuck it, we're here to win.
Fucking
Playoff. I mean, that's hardcore, and they're rivals. Yeah, like you said. So they kicked it, dude. They kicked the field goal, won the game, and just let the Steelers make the playoffs. You know what I mean? And said,
Mhm.
"Fuck the Chargers," which was ruthless, bro. But I love it. I love shit like that.
That's gangster shit, dude. That's
That
fucking.
was gangster
That's
shit.
Las Vegas Raiders there, right there. Man.
Yeah,
Shit, dude.
exactly.
That's
I'm
the
like, look
Raiders
at these.
move, dude.
That's a straight Raiders move, and I was like, respect to the Raiders, man, for playing to win.
Yeah, no, dude. They fucking. Damn, dude. I mean,
No
that's
mercy.
savage. It's some savage fucking shit just to
It
fucking
is.
sell
It
them
was
out
just
like that.
no
Dude.
mercy.
I mean, I would
You know how
expect
happy
that if that
made
was the
me?
Seahawks, taking out the 49ers, dude. Fuck all the dude. I don't give a shit. Like it's like I don't know if it was. I feel like I've talked about this on the podcast, but I'm gonna say it again, dude. But like I remember back in the day when Oregon was all badass, dude, and they're all going to the national championship and whatever, going to the Rose Bowl and shit, dude. And
Yeah.
like I would never fucking root for them, dude, because fuck Oregon, bro. It's all about UW, dude.
Fuck the Ducks, man.
Fuck the Ducks,
Yeah.
fuck the Beavers, dude. Fuck USC, like you fuck UCLA.
Like fuck all them old Pac-10,
Fuck
Pac-12 teams.
Utah.
Yeah, fuck the Utes.
Yeah, fuck the Utes. Utes.
Fuck
But
the Utes.
and I remember getting into a like conversation. I think it was around. Okay, so yeah, this conversation was like I was on Facebook, dude. It was like around the time when the last time the Cardinals made a run for it in the NFC Championship. I think it was against the Panthers.
Uh-huh.
And so it was the NFC Championship game, and yeah, there was somebody like local that I knew, dude, and they were like rooting for the fucking Cardinals, dude. And I was like, dude, never, dude. Like, why would you ever root for your division, dude? Like, the only reason I ever rooted for somebody within our division was when Los Angeles played the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and that was only for Cooper Kupp, dude. That was only for Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
I watched
he's
the
local,
Super Bowl, dude.
Yeah, man, it's a local dude.
Yeah, but outside of that, dude, fuck them all, dude.
Yeah, fuck them all. Another team I was happy that they lost, Jacksonville, who was like 2 wins the whole season.
Yeah, they got the first pick in the draft.
They come through, right? Dude, they're gonna be a badass team in 5 years. They come through and they fucking played Indianapolis, and if the Colts win, I think the Colts make the playoffs.
Saw that, yeah.
And they're playing the fucking Jaguars, who haven't, they've won 2 games all season, and Jaguars come out and they just whoop their ass. You know what I mean? Whoop their ass,
dude. I love that.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm like, yes, shut them down. No playoffs, because their fans were like, we're in, dude. We just got to win this game. We're playing cheap. The worst team in the NFL. We got this. And then they just come out and get blasted.
Fucking, that's Carson Wentz for you, dude. Like that guy's like, I'd be surprised if they bring. No, they'll probably bring him back for at least one more season. But if he doesn't do shit next year, dude, like they'll cut him mid-season, dude.
Talk about a letdown. Yeah, good. A lot of good football, dude, on this last week. So.
Yeah, man.
And Seahawks close out the season with a big win, dude, against the fucking Cardinals. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, that's San Francisco. I mean, they wouldn't have, if they would have lost, dude, they would have been bounced out, right, out of the playoffs. So they they won that game in overtime. I think I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights and shit on ESPN. And yeah, dude, I don't know. Tell you the truth, I was actually kind of rooting for Los Angeles because I was like, fuck the 49ers, dude.
Fuck the Niners, yeah.
Fucking cut their throats, dude. Let's do this.
Cut their throats, dude. I was at the game, dude. I got to go to the Seahawks game this season.
I saw that
in Seattle, where they played the Niners, dude, and it was fucking rowdy. Because we have a lot of Niners fans around here. Yeah, we do. So you go and you go into the field. What is it, Lumen Field now? And
Lumen Field, yeah.
Yeah. And dude, the stadium was like split. It looked like 50-50. Like half of them people were in red, they're all Niners fans, and the other half was, Seattle fans. But so it was, I mean, every play, like normally, you go to a Seahawks game and the crowd is super fucking loud.
Mm-hmm.
And this time it was like literally 50-50. You couldn't tell what crowd was, if you would have closed your eyes and you just hear them run a play, you wouldn't be able to tell who was offense and defense because the crowd was so loud for both teams. Like you couldn't tell who made the play. Who are they cheering for? It was a split right down the middle. So that was a fucking huge win, dude.
Yeah, that'd be cool as shit to see. Yeah, that'd be so cool to fucking see fucking them play San Francisco. I've only been to one Seahawks game. It was against the Saints on that Monday night when they fucking broke it was the year that we went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yes.
The loudest record, dude.
Yeah.
That shit's like, I don't know. So I remember listening to like Bill Burr, dude. He's like, whatever. Fuck fucking Lumen Field, dude. They're fucking piping in fucking noise and shit, dude. Like, I don't know. I was sitting up at the nosebleeds, dude. And I tried putting headphones in to listen to the fucking play-by-play. And dude, it was fucking white noise, bro. Like I probably had like ear damage or sound like, hearing damage from that shit, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. Well, that game, that registered on the Richter scale. Remember that?
It broke the record. And then Kansas City broke it like a couple years later, but whatever. Yeah. We're not going to talk about fucking the Chiefs.
Yeah, fuck Kansas City too.
Oh, no. All right. So let's go ahead. We'll end it on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and predict the Super Bowl, dude. So we got the playoffs starting this weekend. This episode drops this Friday. Who do you got going to the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, my goodness. Man, I'm with you, man. I'm actually probably kind of pulling for the Rams, to tell you the truth. Just because of Cooper Kupp, because he's a local dude.
Yeah. Los Angeles Rams. And honestly, I'm a Kansas City fan also, man. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Patrick Mahomes go again, but I don't know. Buffalo Bills, dude. I'm going to call it Buffalo Bills, dude.
You think so?
I think so. I don't know. That's my alternate AFC team, dude. So my fucking my stepmom's like from Buffalo. So like they bought me a fucking Buffalo Bills hat. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? I never wear it, but I was just like, it sits in my closet. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe one day
I might get to bust it out. Ever since I was a little kid, dude, I've always been an Eagles fan.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So that's actually I have friends now that, cause I mean, I fucking love the Seahawks now that I'm older, and I mean, I still have friends that are like, why are you cheering for the Seahawks
back in the day, dude? I mean, like,
back
in the day, dude. Yeah.
My friends rag on me. They're like, what the fuck, man? Why are you cheering? The Eagles aren't playing, like they'll talk shit, because I love the Eagles too. So I'd like to see them do something. I thought it would be funny if the Raiders and the Steelers end up playing each other in the playoffs, and the Steelers just put them out. I would think that'd be some funny ass karma, since the Raiders let the Steelers in. You know what I mean?
Right. They took them out. Yeah. They could have just like iced them and just, that would be funny. Actually, that would be karma. Yeah. That would be
straight karma. Yeah. You did a dirtbag move to let the Steelers in the playoffs, and then the Steelers come and knock you out.
Yeah, like the Vegas Raiders, man, they have no chance of making the Super Bowl, dude. So I know the Cowboys have been playing pretty good, but I don't know. I hope they don't make I don't hope they really go. I don't know. I guess they're playing San Francisco this weekend, right?
They're playing San Francisco. So yeah, I hope the Cowboys don't make it. I'll tell you the teams that I don't want to make it: the Cowboys, or the Niners, and anybody else I'm cool with, man. Those are the teams that I don't want to make it.
Well, the Packers are like what, the number 1 seed, and then the Titans were the number 1 seed.
Oh, and then fuck the Titans too, man.
What's his name? It's Ryan Fitzpatrick. Isn't that the quarterback?
Yeah.
They got his name? Derrick Henry still? Like, he's like hurt though right now, isn't he?
I think so, man. But he's been playing good football. But yeah, he got fucked up. I never had a problem with Tennessee before until this season when they beat us.
Oh,
they came back and beat. You know what I mean? Because we were whooping their ass.
Yeah,
we were whooping their ass, and they.
Yeah.
So now I'm like anti-Tennessee, man. I'm like, man, fuck the Titans.
I always kind of like the Titans because like I flew into Nashville once and I drove like their airport's like right outside that, what's it, Nissan Stadium or whatever.
Yeah.
So I drove by it. I was like, oh, it's kind of cool, you know. So you're kind of like, oh shit, you know, anytime you see like a opposing stadium or whatever, it's cool to see that shit.
It would be nice to see the Chiefs, man. Chiefs and Green Bay probably end up in that fucking Super Bowl.
That wouldn't be a bad one. It'd be the was it the Allstate? No, it's not Allstate. State Farm.
It'd be State Farm. Battle of State Farm dudes. Yeah.
I don't know. I was watching football the other day, dude, and they had some other State Farm commercials on there with that one guy, the guy that does the commercials with Patrick Mahomes and fucking Aaron Rodgers. And like, dude, I don't know. I like those commercials. I think he's funny. I like that guy. I like his commercials. But he had some ones on there that were just like garbage. I was like, give me Patrick Mahomes any day.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get used to seeing those dudes, and then something else comes out like, that's trash.
I don't know. One last name, dude. Before we go, man, Cincinnati Bengals, dude. They're actually won the AFC North this year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Surprising. Like second.
And they got the Raiders. They're playing the Raiders the first game.
That's, dude, I'm pretty excited. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, this year's been like, I haven't like watched a lot of football. I've only watched the Seahawks, really. Those are the only games I've really paid attention to. Like, outside of that, I haven't really watched any of like the primetime games or anything. And just going into this weekend, dude, like you said, like last Sunday, dude, like the way they closed out the season, dude, was fucking awesome, dude. Like 17, like it was 17 weeks now. Like I like the extra game, dude.
So do I.
Yeah, fuck the preseason.
Ditch the preseason, man. Let's just get right into the shit.
Just start playing in August, dude. Fuck it.
Let's just go year round, man.
22, dude. Dude, 22 games.
Yeah, just do a fucking full 22.
So fucked up all those would be, dude. Oh my gosh, so many injuries.
Yeah, like each team they get 2 bye weeks.
Yeah, you would get 2 bye weeks exactly. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you go into the playoffs after that. We'll be all right.
Hell yeah, dude! Win the Super Bowl. All right, Anthony Hernandez, dude. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast that no one listens to, sir. Final plugs, final words.
You can check out our website, killingtime.space. We have stickers, shirts, hoodies. You can catch all our episodes from the Killing Time with Killing Time with Anthony and Brian podcast, and some of our stand-up clips are on there for both Brian and I. So check it out, killingtime.space.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, all right, man. We'll have you back on here sometime soon. And until then,
thanks, brother.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.